Hi, welcome to the Black Ops Covert Hypnosis audio informational file number 1 from Covert Hypnosis for You at gmail.com. From Las Vegas, my name is Just Dave. Together, we'll be exploring the human mind, in particular, how to use covert hypnosis to influence and persuade people. Prepare to be uninterrupted for just a few minutes so that you can take in some incredible information about Black Ops or covert hypnosis. Did you know that U.S. President Barack Obama uses covert hypnotic language patterns all the time? And there's evidence he's been trained in covert hypnosis and NLP techniques. Look where he got using conversational and covert hypnosis. I'll send you a free PDF file which outlines specific examples of where and how he's been caught doing this. I'll send it to you for free. And some simple exercises that you can do yourself. The beginning of covert hypnosis at absolutely no charge. I'll also send you some free video links of people doing instant and rapid inductions for you to review. Relax and open your mind as you're about to learn powerful secrets of unconscious communication. In less than a month from now, you'll notice yourself becoming much more convincing, much more persuasive, and much more in control of any social interaction. Are you ready? Great. Let's begin. First, I would like you to play along and do the exercises that I give you. It's going to be fun. Plus, you'll understand everything and start using it much faster if you do everything I suggest. Some comments or exercises might be a bit confusing in the beginning, but don't worry. I'll explain everything as we go along. And after you've implemented some of these techniques, you'll find that they do indeed work, and work incredibly well at that. Remember to keep an open mind. Mind, like umbrella, only works when open. And when you'll be implementing these techniques in the real world, experiment. Like me, for instance. I love to go out and try new things all the time. I do it all over Las Vegas, where I live. Next, know that you cannot get caught using these techniques. Sometimes it may seem like if you try something, the person that you're trying it with might catch you. Trust me, it won't happen. I've personally used everything I'll teach you countless times, and I've even seen some of my friends use it after I've taught them what I'm doing. Sometimes they seem to be a bit obvious. You know what the response was? Laughter. Everybody took it as a joke. And by the way, if a person starts to laugh when you're doing these techniques, it's a sure sign that he or she is accepting all your subtle suggestions and will no doubt act upon them. Last but not least, always use these techniques judiciously and always do it with a positive outcome in mind. That's very, very important. Know that it's not always the best idea to help someone in the long run. It sometimes may be better if you just didn't interfere. At the beginning, just focus on making people finding your company pleasing and liking you. Make sure that you like to be in their presence and that you don't intentionally hurt them. Okay, that out of the way, let's get on to the meat of this covert hypnosis. There are 5 basic steps in covert hypnosis in order to make it effective. Step number 1. You have to know that you're able to do this. Have the confidence and allow yourself to be persuasive. Make it so you radiate trustfulness and people will like you. Step 2. You have to get your prospects' attention. Step 3. You have to build rapport with a person that you want to persuade. Number 4, you have to have a clear purpose in your mind of what you're trying to communicate and gently put your prospect in a trance-like state. Don't worry, it's not very hard to do, and you don't have to do any weird stuff. In fact, this is the fun step. All this means is put your prospect in a state of mind where he or she is more susceptible to suggestions, more susceptible, more suggestible. Step number 5. Slide your suggestions or commands, if you like that word better, into your communication. That's called embedded commands. That's it. You obviously have to do step 1 only once and reinforce it every now and again. But that doesn't mean that you can't do it instantly. It is a process. and it's usually overlooked by many teaching persuasion, but it's very simple. And if you don't take care of this, you'll probably have a very hard time ever implementing what you learn here. So, step 1, be able to trust yourself to be persuasive and radiate trustfulness so that people like you. Step 4, while very important many times, isn't always strictly necessary and whole, but, well, what I mean by that is it's not always necessary to put your prospect in a trance-like state. It's very important that you know what you want to achieve, what message you want to convey, specifically what suggestion you want the person that you're persuading to act on. If you do the first steps correctly, you won't have much difficulty with the last one. That is, with sliding in your suggestions in their mind below the radar, the embedded command, so to speak. It's sometimes important to repeat the suggestions or commands several times in order for them to stick fully. So during the first month, we'll go over each step in detail with examples and some real-life stories so that you'll easily understand what this whole thing is about. You should also know that the results might not be instantaneous. However, they can be, and I found them to be more successful than not if you follow my instructions. Sometimes the results are instantaneous, as they have been with me. Sometimes it's beginner's luck, and sometimes it may not go as well the second time around. Possibly you won't be as effective, but you'll probably not do all the steps correctly or not really prepare for the whole persuasion process. That's okay. There's a little bit of a learning curve to everything, and covert hypnosis is no exception. So be sure to practice, and soon enough, you'll get a real good hang of it. Take this whole thing in a playful manner. Never put pressure on yourself. Always relax. And always learn from your mistakes, as they certainly will happen. If you know this, you'll be better able to cope with them and get yourself right back on track fast. Oh, and again, do the exercises I give you. Do what I suggest, and you'll be able to take the fast lane to success with the material much sooner than those who don't do the exercises. So let's get started with step 1. Let me repeat it. You have to know you're able to do it and allow yourself to be persuasive. Make sure that you radiate trustfulness and liking. If you're one of those people that are already persuasive, a social butterfly, and you're listening to this because you want to be even more persuasive, you won't have much work at all with this first lesson. But later on, you'll learn stuff that'll probably blow you away. So keep on listening. If you're a person that's not very persuasive and can't get people to really listen to you, then listen to this and re-listen to the lessons I'll be sending you very carefully. I've been trained by Richard Bandler, Charles Faulkner, Stephen Connie Ray Andreas, Jerry Kine, and countless other master hypnotists and NLP master practitioners. I live here in Las Vegas and perform here from time to time. I enjoy doing rapid and instant hypnotic inductions and have studied Milton H. Erickson's speech patterns and techniques. I've decided to put together a covert hypnosis course that I believe is simply a step above Taylor Starr and Igor Lachowski's products, which aren't bad. They're just simply a bit difficult for non-hypnotists to implement fully. Consider my Black Ops Covert Hypnosis the next generation. For more information, free video links, free PDF files, and more, please contact me at coverthypnosis4u@gmail.com. That's covert hypnosis, the number 4, the letter U, @gmail.com. I look forward to receiving your email, and I will reply promptly. From Las Vegas, just Dave, clear.